Hello and welcome to the Anomaly Presents podcast and Twitch show now because we are a multifaceted. We have many layers like a parfait or onion. Um, this is the Anomaly Presents podcast. My name is Matt Knotts, and we are here to talk about the movies that inspired a genre film festival. That's the Anomaly Film Festival in beautiful Rochester, New York. We are holding that. Oh, let me check my dates here. It's November 8th through the 12th, 2023, just like you see on the screen if you're watching on Twitch, or like you've just heard if you're listening on your podcast device. Pardon the clicking, I have a dog.
You have two dogs.
I have two dogs. I have one small dog and another one that's like a freight train with a tail. And that is the one that's clicking around, so you may hear that in the background for the moment. So, this is getting off to an auspicious start, isn't it?
We're full of energy.
Full of energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are here to discuss a film that takes place in the Sherman Oaks Galleria.
Our favorite location.
Our favorite location.
Yeah, we're never leaving. We still have a list of movies to get through.
It's not Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Nope. It's not Commando.
It's not Commando.
No.
It's not Phantom of the Mall Part 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, you missed that one. Yeah.
Go back and check it out.
Yeah, if you haven't caught that, go back and check it out. It's Chopping Mall, aka Killbots. Hooray!
Yes.
It's the charming tale of security robots gone haywire in a really cute and fun way.
Stopping an orgy from occurring.
Yeah.
And people are gonna buy that furniture. Imagine. Thank you, Killbots. Thank you.
Really doing a service.
Seriously.
Why is my couch moist?
I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I know this movie came out before Phantom of the Mall, but I'm like, what if, like, after Phantom of the Mall, right? I know they blew up the mall, but they fixed it back up again. And then now they said, we're not going to have this problem. We will have the Killbots.
Yes.
And we're going to make smaller vents.
Yeah.
I think that is actually all the solutions they needed. By the way, we should probably introduce everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was Kristen Pelquicecco. You want to say hi?
Hey, everybody.
We've got Megan Murphy.
Sup?
And Dan Howell.
Howdy.
The podcast as always, here to chop up about a movie tonight. It's Chopping Mall. How do you like that?
I like it. I like that a lot.
About that.
Time well spent.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fully on board.
Yep.
Okay.
What's up with your camera? What's
Are you
happening?
doing like a Wayne's World, like zoom in?
Whoa!
We're in 3D.
So here's the problem. The dog that I was talking about a second ago popped up into the frame, and the camera went to him because my camera was doing fun things.
They know he's the star of the show. They were like,
like, you got your joke in. Let's focus on the dog now.
yeah.
Yes.
Screw that guy. Let's look at the bathroom.
I mean,
So where do we want to start with Chopping Mall? Gosh.
Where do you start with Chopping Mall?
It's go ahead, KB. I feel like
Well, it's like, are we describing it, or are we literally starting the movie? Because the movie starts with telling us like what these are.
yeah,
Like we get a movie in a movie.
we do.
it's a fake out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, someone's robbing the mall. Oh no, whatever will happen. A robot, and it saved everybody. And
it saved the jewelry.
Yeah.
It killed the burglar. It didn't kill him.
Neutralized.
Yeah.
the burden.
Neutralized him.
Yeah.
Neutralized.
Not to a permanent end yet.
Not enough movies start with a corporate presentation about new security measures at a mall, but this one does.
It's really just this and RoboCop, I feel.
Probably. that's not bad odds.
Yeah.
More films need to do that.
Okay.
Christmas Bloody
Yeah.
Christmas too. So we're 3 for 3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There might be
Yeah.
some connective tissue between Christmas Bloody Christmas and this movie. If I think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
We'll get the string board out.
Yeah.
I looked up this director's IMDb, promptly
Ooh.
closed the tab.
Well, my favorite part, not to go too far ahead, is he directed Deathstalker 2, which stars the dude with the jaw from this film. You know, the guy who was looking at the beers. Yeah, this guy. And
Chewing
I
the
say that with
loudest gum.
affection.
Oh,
Look at that guy and his chin. Amazing.
if I had seen this as a kid, it would have completely altered my brain chemistry because there are so many line deliveries that just
Oh,
were imprinting on me at this age.
the Rambogram.
Rambogram. I wrote down
Mwah.
another
Oh,
one. Oh,
yes.
I'm so sorry. I'm just not used to being chased by robots in the middle of them trying to kill me. I was like, award-winning. Give her an Oscar.
You know, sometimes we think you don't have to state the obvious, but sometimes you do.
Yes, and for
Sometimes
that we are forever grateful.
Yay!
It's outstanding. That just so many good lines.
Plus, I love that this beginning already starts the Roger Corman regulars appearances, because Roger Corman financed this, so there's a lot of like, oh, they've been in Corman stuff before, and it starts with Paul Bartel and Mary Warneroff, who have both, like, Paul Bartel starred and directed in some Corman stuff, and Mary Warneroff has been in stuff like Death Race 2000, but they're not just like a couple in the crowd. They're specifically characters from a movie they made called Eating Raoul, which is the weirdest thing. They're specifically the Blands from that movie for no reason. Are the movies connected? No, I guess if they take place in the same universe. So somewhere they are running a restaurant where they serve people. Good to know. But I thought, like, hey, do you want to be in this movie? And also, do you want to be characters that like no one will recognize? And I love that.
I had no idea who they were, and I said I needed to know more about
Right?
them.
There's this, you can tell that they had a lived-in experience. Like, what's happening with them?
Yeah.
It's so.
Oh, we're getting to Walter
insane.
Paisley. Don't worry, chat.
was-
I have a list.
I was
I'm
gonna
ready.
say,
I am so
Corman.
ready for when Dick Miller shows up. But yeah, so that's just the start. That's just start. And I was like, oh look,
Yeah.
it's for
That's the
me.
first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
A movie and
I
a movie,
loved 'em.
a corporate training film.
Yeah.
And characters from another Corman movie. I mean, how could you not watch the rest of it?
Well, we have to get ready because they want to slow roll us into the horny teens. We can't start boom with these horny. Well, I guess young adults. The age is a little, I don't know.
It's a little
It kind
confusing.
of doesn't matter.
Could be 18, could be 27, could be 35.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's
They could
okay.
just be really sad adults
Yeah.
that want to
they wanna
hang
do it.
out in a furniture store after the mall is closed.
They may all have been left back a couple times if they're really horny but sad adults.
Is
But
this-
also plausible.
It's the grease, like they, kept getting held back. That's
Oh,
what's happening.
true.
here.
Yeah.
Jeff Conaway, older than most of the students.
Yes.
The teachers.
Older than the teachers, yeah.
Yeah.
Then we meet our I guess two leads. I mean, we have our final girl, that's Kelly Maroney, and then we also have Barbara Crampton, which, oh my god. And I love that the diner they work at, the only like decorations are like taped up movie posters. I think at least some of those are Wynorski films.
They are. They're either Wynorski films or they're Corman films.
I was like,
It's
bravo, because like that's
so
blank
good.
walls. Why leave them? That is for synergy.
Luigi was disgusting.
Yeah,
Oh
that was
god,
good.
he was
That was
That-
so gross.
I was
When
like,
he's just-
you're mad about the plate breaking?
as
Mm-mm.
he's wiping his
Mm-mm.
filthy spatula on top of his brown, formerly white shirt.
While smoking.
I feel like just walk a few feet and go to the food court. Actually, I hear that Sleuths is there. So
Yeah.
maybe
No.
that looks like the best restaurant in the fictional Sherman Gallery. Like, I feel like the Sherman Oaks Galleria, go to Sleuths.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
no, Sleuths burned down. Remember that this is the rebuilt version of.
They didn't
Oh.
rebuild
mall.
Sleuths?
They didn't rebuild Sleuths. Instead, you got the greasy spoon with everything covered.
No!
in a layer
Damn
of
you,
whatever
Eric!
that was.
Yeah.
You son
Eric
of a
ruined it for
bitch!
everybody.
Take it
Why
up,
did
woman-
you
love.
take Sleuths?
The woman in the opening sequence who just wants to get the tray of food to the table without getting bumped
Oh,
That kind of
almost makes it.
I was like,
I-
that's a little microcosm of 80s, like mall.
Yes.
If
What
you've
an
never seen that.
insane montage to include in a film. The kid with the ice cream in the elevator who then so much ice
Lost
cream
child.
on him. Yeah, like just a 5-year-old with an ice cream cone walking around the mall, getting in the elevator, and everyone trampling him.
The kids skateboarding. Now, granted, I did not when I was a teenager. Kids were not skateboarding, but they were using their Heeley shoes. So I feel like I
That's
had
just
a
a
similar
natural
experience.
evolution. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
we have them. They're in it and they're waiting. They got to finish their shift. Why? Because they're gonna have some sort of sex party at the furniture store, as all the youths did in the mall. Anywhere in the mall? No, just the furniture store, which some of us work in.
It's got to be the furniture
Yeah.
store. There's easy access because we work there. Also, there's all these beds.
Just
And-
Couches
so
and
weird.
sheets
And
and
sheets. and
with not a
TVs.
wall between them, but they're
No.
about to do it.
an orgy.
It's so weird.
I mean, I guess they're just
It's-
really close friends.
What an amazing premise.
Yeah,
And the other two, they're
but that-
like, we're gonna do it in this bed, like right in front of the store, in front of these windows. Like, I
Right
get the mall's closed,
And
but
there's, like,
still,
the mall was
It's-
closed, but it wasn't in security lockdown.
yeah, the janitors were there.
yeah,
Like,
we know.
We
know.
know.
Walter Paisley wandering around.
right?
Yeah, all right. Well, I want to bring up Dick Miller, but there's another Corman regular that shows up before that. Not the first security guard who gets killed by the killbots, and apparently they like hide his body because we never see him again. So
what
these
happens?
robots also know how to clean up a crime scene. But when his replacement shows up, it's Garrett Graham, who
That's right.
he's been in some Corman films, but of course, this is the very most important thing I must tell you. He was also Beef in Phantom of the Paradise.
That's right.
So this is the most important thing. My
It
beautiful
is.
sweet prince, who was too good for this world.
We are
He
now
was-
R.I.P.
Beef.
Beef. Yeah.
5 years in, and we're back to Garrett Graham.
Damn
We
right.
started
I
with
will.
beef. Now we're at chopping. Beef.
The beef continues. He's eternal.
You can't stop him.
He's in it. He's not in it long. He gets roboted too. So now there's no security. There's
Bum,
none.
bum, bum. Damn you, lightning.
I did have a question. Why were they wearing lab coats?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a
Because
great
science.
I
question.
didn't want to ask too many questions,
Oh.
but I did want to just say that. Like, why
Huh.
were they wearing lab coats? Because they're engineers.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that kid. And
Yeah.
not like, hey,
Maybe-
we can't afford to have janitor outfits, but we made this like science fiction thing a day ago. We have some lab coats left. Put them on.
Yeah. They were
Just
like,
put 'em
you don't need security uniforms because we have killbots. So
Yeah. You know where the
Yes.
money went? Those bots.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
read.
that's
Yeah.
it.
You,
Apparently,
you still don't need a lab coat, but wear it. It still doesn't make sense.
apparently those things could go about 8 miles an hour at top speed.
Mm-hmm.
Though
Yeah.
sometimes for some shots, they literally just put the case over like a crew member if they didn't have to show the treads, like it's on an escalator. That's just a person with a killbot
Yeah.
thing over them,
I would have
Yeah.
loved that job.
right?
As,
Look
as
at
the
me,
former sheet ghost, I would have been all
What-
about that.
killed it. Pew pew.
She ghost.
Okay, so I guess now I'll talk about so now we're up to the janitor because that's about time, and it's it is Corman regular and like Joe Dante's best friend Dick Miller as another Walter Paisley. What's cool about Dick Miller is in some films there's a Walter Paisley verse in that his first film he was Walter Paisley and it's Bucket of Blood. Black and white horror film. It's actually a solid good. It's really good. It's one of Roger Corman's better ones.
Yeah, it's super long.
And I think both Corman and then Joe Dante like Dick Miller so much is they put him in a bunch of his films, but sometimes they'll just call him Walter Paisley. So besides Bucket of Blood, he's been Walter Paisley in The Howling, The Twilight Zone, the movie, Night of the Creeps, or sometimes just a Walter or just a Paisley. So he has lived and died in many a film with the same name, and I love it. I go, I wonder if he's a Walter in this. And then he gets killed because,
Immediately.
God, I don't know if any of the Walter Paisleys live. You know what? That's a good question. I should look that up.
I'm pretty sure they don't. I'm pretty sure they all check out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Night of the Creeps, Officer Paisley. Yes. I was like, yeah, he lives
And-
again. He's dead.
He needed to swap out that mop bucket. It was milkshake at that point.
Oh, it was mud.
Disgusting.
It
I
was
was
that
like,
kid's
how
whole
are
ice
you
cream.
even?
That was exactly,
Ugh.
yeah.
What are you cleaning up? Why is it
It's
like
a Wendy's
that?
Frosty.
Don't ruin that. No, KP, no. I love Frosties. No.
I know, me too. Me too. I don't know why I did that. So why?
It's frozen yogurt with an eyeball in it.
I eat that because that's just an eyeball. That popped out the top of his head. He wasn't rubbing his head on anything. It's
fine.
probably fairly
Yeah.
clean.
Fine.
If I had to choose between the frosty water mop bucket or the
Frozen yogurt eyeball.
Yeah, frozen yogurt eyeball all the way. Not. I didn't have to think about it for a second.
No, why would you?
Should I think about it for a second?
I simply would die.
late. KP's choice. Death.
Hard pass. No, take me now.
I like how we chose that this would have to be a choice and we'd have to take it seriously.
Yep.
Ooh,
Obviously.
Good question.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's the worst game of Never Have I Ever.
Oh,
no.
But
so we were.
He's not practicing. Well, he's not after the sludge. He's not practicing proper. He's not wearing proper OSHA shoes, and so he gets electrocuted, and he's trash talking the robot.
I like how sassy he was. He wasn't even shocked that a robot came up. He's like, "What's your problem?" He's just trying to get his job done, and this robot rolls on up. Yeah, and then
I knew it was going to be a problem. Yeah, he gets
cool hand-drawn electricity, which is really cool.
Yeah, it looks sharp.
I love it. I'm
like,
so good. Little skeleton inside.
Yeah.
But like the softest skeleton ever. I was like, that's not the shape of a human skull. I love this. I would hang that up as like a Halloween decoration. I love it.
The Walter
it's adorable.
Paisley skeleton decoration.
Oh.
Hey, get fright rags on the line. Get fright rags. Get fright rags. We got it. We figured it out.
Ben, where are you?
We're throwing out ideas for free.
For free. We always do.
Listen, we take care of our sponsors.
Yep.
Hey. That will be you. Look at us. Look at us doing synergy.
Yes.
While the youths make out in the furniture store. And then one of them gets no, she needs cigarettes.
She needs a cigarette and she needs it now.
And no Camels. No Camels. She needs her. Right. I keep wanting to say Virginia Slims, but that's close enough.
Sounds like it would be right.
It's not Virginia Slims. I literally just had it on in the background before we did this.
And
it's I watched it today, and she said it, and I was like, I gotta remember that.
Yeah. Hey, chin guy. Hey, here are some boobs. Give me cigarettes. That's how the transaction goes down. It's pretty impressive.
Basically. Yeah. Come back soon.
But
I was like, does that work? Does that
on that bonehead?
Apparently,
he got up.
It did.
He got up and went.
He put the pants on.
Yeah, he was like, "I will go," and then he was so mad it was $1.25 to get cigarettes, and I was like, "Oh, boo! It's a good thing. It's a good thing we don't know where we end up with the price of cigarettes."
Oh my God!
He would never have made it. It was probably a mercy that the robot gets him.
Yeah, right.
But
though it did make me nostalgic for those old cigarette machines.
It also was a mercy for all of us so that we didn't have to listen to the incredible sound design, but the chewing. He was going to have to go.
Yeah. Foley made me hate this guy
so much. We got that much chin. There's just a lot of chewing.
No, I just like that he was like, "Oh yeah, an ID," and he brought his ID. Like it wasn't even like he wasn't prepared or he wasn't sassy. He just it just wasn't. He just didn't know they had been hit by electricity and they'd gone rogue.
Evil.
It's like you're a terrible person, but you're prepared. So I give you points
he was ready.
For that.
Yeah,
with your weird accent from somewhere. He had the weirdest voice, like such strange inflection in the way he spoke. And I was like, is this a choice you're making for this role? Or do you always sound like this? It was very strange. Like I was trying to replicate it when I was watching it again this morning. And I was like, I can't do this. I was like, your voice is so weird.
Oh man. And then of course she's like, "Hey, where are my cigarettes? I guess I gotta go get them myself. Why put on pants? Underwear is fine." And she just goes walking through the mall.
I have an oversized blouse. I'm good.
I'm fine. Yeah, oversized blouse, panties.
What am I
What
gonna
else would
see?
you
A
need?
janitor?
No, see,
No.
and she's right. No janitors.
No.
Because they got
Because
murked.
they did.
But instead, Killbot. Ba-na-na-na. And then, of course, we get like one of the best head explosions
Oh god.
ever
Oh, it
in
was so
cinema.
good. Yeah.
Right? Because she's just getting like she got hit a couple times and it was like nothing, like kind of hitting her back, and then she turns around and then all of a sudden,
Kablooey.
bam!
Like Scanners level
Yeah.
explosion. Makes
To the-
zero sense for what just happened.
To the point where in the credits, because they go through and they show everyone's like face again, like a sitcom. The scene they show for her is her head being blown up. I was like, movie, you knew.
Yeah.
You knew I'd want to see that again. And that's before I could just buy it and rewind it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was rewinding it again and again and again. I was like,
It's
a
just well
bunch of
done.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
It's
mhm.
just
great.
juicy enough. It's just
Yeah.
blow uppy enough. Just it has the right texture and sound.
Mhm,
It's
mhm,
satisfying.
mhm.
Yeah, the sound
And
in this always got
Oh,
me.
yeah. Yeah. And her head explosion really made up for how terrible her scream was. Like,
Oh, see, I
they
don't
were
even
like
remember it.
screaming. She
No.
was like, ah. I was like,
But
I
we-
feel like you'd be
yeah.
a little more scared. I mean, I know you're really focused on the cigarettes, but
I can't scream.
it was amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's in
Yeah.
it's in the top tier, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
very good.
Yeah,
It's a
highly recommend.
Gallagher watermelon style explosion. It's
Mm,
Yes.
It totally is. Yeah.
Okay, then. All right.
Because
go
then
into the-
everyone sees
gotta
her
go-
head explode
which was
through
fantastic.
the glass
Oh,
doors
yes,
of the
'cause
store.
we need
And
those
they're like,
glass doors. Yes.
something's going down. We better go in the
Yeah.
back room.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen, they were trying to escape, but
Yeah, they're
they were trying. But listen, then they shoved the girls in the vent.
Yeah.
up.
The smaller vents. They've been
They-
downsized since Eric
they-
left.
They are smaller vents.
Much
and
smaller.
They
Poor
get
Barbara Crampton.
hotter. Oh my
She
gosh.
had to go, man. She was
I-
she was killing me in there.
I freaking love her breakdown. Like, so we figured out that like the robots have put the heat up, so he's like they're trying to like roast him out, and she's having a breakdown, which I feel might be me. Like, I feel like a French fry, and then I think my boyfriend needs me. Like, and then she just starts kicking out the grate underneath. I'm like, you know what? I'd like to think I'd keep a cool head, but part of me is like, I gotta get out of here. I'm not going out in a vent. Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like being hot. Get me out.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
just
the
yelling.
boys go they go to Peck and Paws, which is hilarious.
Love it.
Which is, I guess, now is it also sporting goods or was it just guns? Was it just the mall gun store,
It was the gun
or
store.
Because they said, is there a sporting goods store in this mall? Which I love. They asked. They're like, is there a sporting goods store in this mall? I was like, it's 3 stories. I mean, there has to be some
Probably on
sort
the
of...
opposite side of the mall.
Yeah,
It
probably.
replaced
Yeah.
It replaced, and I can't remember the name of it right now, but the flamethrower store.
Oh, you're right. You're right. They had
Oh,
established
true.
in another film. that they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like the idea of malls having weaponry stores, but just in movies. Yeah, just in case.
You
And,
never
and
know.
they're getting all
Yeah,
like
movies, for instance, is like this, or zombie attacks, whatever.
Yeah.
they get guns and a propane tank, which I appreciate. I said the nerdy guy was like,
Brilliant.
we should bring a propane tank, and he was
Yeah.
right.
He's a thinker.
He's
He's a thinker.
thinking.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart. You got to bring the smart guy. Can't all be
Yeah,
jocks.
yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Also,
That's how you survive.
kudos to that sporting goods store for carrying propane tanks.
Yeah. Oh, you're
Seems
right.
like
It had to be a
one-stop
sporting
shop.
goods
Yeah,
store
yeah, yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's why you'd have a propane tank. Ah, yes,
There
for
we go.
camping purposes and not robot exploding purposes.
Multi-purpose.
Multi-per, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
We got everything at the mall. So,
I like this part. Like, it starts with the one robot, and then like the other one shows up, and then you've got the third one. I like that they space them out a bit. So first, like, oh no, there's one. Oh no, they have friends. Oh no, it's a trio, like the Powerpuff Girls, but robots.
Mm-hmm.
it's so good.
I kind of wish they had like different hats or something, but I guess that's what a
A
Oh.
sequel's
little bit of
for.
personality.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, like they
Yeah.
each got zapped slightly differently.
Like
So, and they
slightly
each
different color visors. Or...
Yeah, different. Like, that's what I'm. Yes. See, and then like think of the marketing opportunities. You have to collect them all.
That'll be
Yeah.
the remake. It'll be the remake. There'll be
Mm,
one that's actually a
mhm.
good guy. It'll be like the Gizmo of the Killbots.
Well, for the
Oh,
sequel, it has
yeah.
to be.
They're gonna be
Yeah.
like the Honda robots that like run
Oh,
and
God.
jump, and
Yeah.
then they'll
No.
bring out like the dog
The,
robots.
the terrible
No.
Boston Dynamics robots.
They
It's
could
gonna-
bring in Johnny Five. I hear he's alive.
Yeah.
Mm.
That would
Right?
be fun. Johnny Five versus
Yeah.
the Killbots.
Right? Okay, here's
Ah.
another free idea. Somebody, please make this movie. Let us be in it. We like our heads to explode.
Johnny
Yeah,
Five,
yeah.
Killbots minus Fisher Stevens. We got ourselves a stew. Gang.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Johnny Five is alive, but you
Yes.
won't be. Bam, 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 bam. See? Boom.
Yes.
Oh,
Boo.
come on, 80s. How did this not happen?
Right.
Listen,
And then,
Ellie Sheedy's got to be free.
She's around.
Right.
Can
I'm
she
sure
be
of it.
like the evil mastermind behind all of this?
What? I would never expect her.
Mhm.
Whoa. Dan, I
Ba,
like
ba,
it.
ba.
Okay.
So then,
Oh, we got the Rambo Grand part because they just light the robots up. They're suited up.
Yes.
They're living
Yes.
their predator dream. Like,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
They have the
Sylvester
slow
Stallone.
walk.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so good.
I've watched Dirty Harry. I bet you have.
Who did it? He's like, I watched Dirty Harry like 20 times. I was like, that's,
I do
that's like a lot
appreciate
for a Dirty
that.
Harry.
Yeah, that they're
When you
like
probably
just
didn't
come
have it
out
on
recently.
VHS. Like, you
Right.
probably saw it 20 times in the
in
theater.
the theater. You're
It's
right.
1986, man. You didn't own it. Holy
1986.
crap.
Yep. Yep.
Good for him.
Yeah, I love they've got a plan. Oh, we see the elevator again.
Oh,
This time
our
they are on.
elevator.
They're on like on top of it, like getting stuff ready. they're gonna do a grand plan.
Like, we got this hose and this
Yeah.
tube.
I don't know exactly what their plan was.
No idea what they're doing, but it's
I always
amazing.
kind of blank out of it. I'm like, they're trying hard. I missed a step. I don't know what
Yep.
not that it matters, but like they seemed pretty confident for a bit.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Well,
Yeah.
because they got one, right? Did they kill one when they light them all up?
I
They
think
thought
They
they
thought they
did.
did.
Oh, that's it.
Because, again, excellent line delivery. You didn't kill it. The whole line. That's the whole line Allison spits out.
How did I miss
apparently
that?
we needed it because we were like,
I was
"Yes."
like,
Yeah.
get it, girl. You tell him.
Yeah, because then the girls
Damn
show
the
back up.
patriarchy.
Yeah. Oh, lure the bot into the elevator and then
Oh.
drop it.
Chat,
Oh.
thank you. Thanks. See,
Yes.
this is why we
Keep
need
looking
chat. We need focus and information that for some reason will not filter into our
Eluded
brains.
us all.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes,
I've only
yes,
seen
yes.
the movie a couple times. I couldn't possibly know.
It's scary. 'Cause I've seen this movie multiple times. Like I think I saw it on USA Up All Night when I was 16.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen
Ooh.
it multiple times since, and yeah, I completely flaked on that.
Yep.
You know, it's a spot in between explosions,
That's
so I
true.
do have to like my
Mm.
brain does slow down a little. Like I know something's gonna blow up again soon because there's a fair amount
Yeah.
of good explosions in this.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
is.
But
Oh,
this
yeah.
movie's not that long, so it's easy to miss
Yeah.
a lot.
18 minutes?
I
The
love
18
it. I
minute
love
one?
its
Yeah.
runtime so much. It's exactly as long as a movie called Chopping Mall should be.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
'Cause- Okay, so they meet back up, and that's when
Mhm.
we lose like the no wait. What the hell happens
That's
next? Because I know they have their
that's
plan with the mannequins, but what happens before that?
wait, isn't
The
that when they
couple
lose
dies.
Barbara Crampton? Oh, I thought this when
Yeah.
Barbara Crampton
Oh,
gets burnt.
Yeah,
when she gets
she
blown to
gets burnt.
yeah.
Because
And
the
then-
girls are trying to like Molotov cocktail
Yes.
Yeah,
the
like
robots.
that was brutal.
That took a while.
And
that
they're
was
all
long.
like,
horrified,
we
understandably
should-
so.
help, but we're not going to try anything. And now we're going to watch you burn.
I mean,
Right,
what-
because then that inspired like her boyfriend, or at least makeup.
Greg.
I don't know to go like, oh, I'm gonna take him out, and then he goes to the top of the escalator,
And
and
then-
then gets absolutely surprised by one of them behind him.
wrecked.
And then he goes and splat.
Incredible. Yeah.
Splat
Hey guys,
for
it's
them.
clear.
Yeah. I like the idea of one of them sneaking up on.
They're very sneaky robots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to
Yeah.
us as an audience, but to
Right.
them, they are silent.
For
We
not
can hear them
being
coming from the
fast.
other side of the mall, 2 floors down.
He was also full of emotion, so I'm gonna give him a pass.
That's
He
fair.
was, he was
That's fair.
upset.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought that sound was the sound of his heart breaking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, my
What
heart
a-
sounds just like the
Mm.
gears of that robot that's been chasing us all around this mall.
But They've said numerous times that the robot was quiet. They were not quiet.
No.
No,
Yeah, that's the thing. They kept saying it, and I was like,
but
They
you
were
we should
added
talk to
that
sound
noise.
design about this.
Did you Foley that? Like,
But
Yeah.
when they were running, we could hear the sneakers squeaking.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was
The
confusing a
acoustics.
couple times. I was like,
It was like watching an NBA game.
is someone here
Right.
at my door, or am I? Is this the? No, they just got
Okay, right.
They're
real
running for
loud
their lives.
sneakers on
That's-
those shiny '80s tiles.
That's when they come up with the mannequin mirror
Yeah.
Yes, because they end up in another
plot.
store.
Yeah, because they had to like slide under the door,
Yeah,
and Kelly Maroney
yeah.
gets shot in the shoulder. But like,
Yeah.
it was very like Indiana Jones rolling
That's
under
when
the
they
door.
Indiana Jones
Yeah.
into the department store. Yeah.
Which I'm like, oh, good, because like malls have those particular rolling doors, so I'm glad they
Yeah.
used it.
Yeah. I mean, what a great set piece to
The
use.
drama.
Yeah, and yeah, so they're like, okay, so here's our. They don't. I don't think they verbalize it. We figure it out as we watch them that they put like these mannequins, and then what we don't know is there's mirrors behind them covered. So when the robots come to shoot the mannequins, they pull off the sheet, and I think they think that the lasers are going to hit the mirror and hit the robots. But unfortunately, one of the lasers hit the mechanic
Linda?
woman.
Yep. Just took out
Linda,
Linda.
that's it. Yeah. They're the plaid couple who we know a lot about, and I felt sad because they put all their
I-
money into their mechanic company.
I was so distraught because they were the couple I was rooting for.
Right?
Yeah.
I did not give two craps about Ferdy and what's her name. I just wanted because
Yeah.
everyone just kept saying Ferdy. That's the only reason why I remember his name.
Yeah,
It's a
'cause
name.
what a weird
But
name.
I made an emotional connection
Same.
to Rick and Linda
Yeah.
because we heard their little story. We
Right.
know like they
They're
just got
mature.
married.
They have a
Yeah.
job that's
They
not
got,
at the
like,
mall.
Yeah, they got married. They have a business. Like they do the cute
trying
little
to fix
thing.
the car. Oh,
Yeah,
I love them.
Yeah.
She got him. He tried to play like he was in a mood. It was adorable.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and they were
exploitation film, they had sex
Don't
in the furniture
they
store.
were
Don't
the-
make
So
me
Yeah.
feel things, movie.
Gotta go.
It was very rude.
they were the least annoying couple. They needed
They
to
were.
survive.
God, yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
when they're like stranded in the restaurant, she's like calculating how much money they're gonna owe, which I'm like,
Oh,
I don't think
God.
I don't think they're gonna charge you specifically.
No.
Which because I had to
Those
back
are
that up
adult-
and then like turn on the captions to really figure out what they were saying. And I was like, you're trying to figure out how much money you owe the mall for
You're gonna
being
sue the
attacked by the
shit out
killer
of
robot.
them.
She
Yeah, I was
just
like,
because she must be their accountant, and so
Yeah.
she's just
Yeah.
constantly running the
She's
numbers.
sitting there with her calculator, and he's like, "How many oil changes is that?" And she figures out. I was
Wah,
like,
Like,
"Oh,
no.
better raise
Like,
our
hoping-
rates." I was like,
Like,
"I love you too," because that would probably
Yeah.
be me in this situation. I'd be like, "Ooh, I feel bad we broke that.
I just need to do
Oh,
some
no.
math.
I'll just charge it to me real. It's fine.
Oh,
It's fine. Do you
It was
take Apple Pay?"
Emotional support accounting. I'm fine. Everything's gonna be cool. It's gonna run these
Yeah.
numbers. And everything's gonna be okay.
Just-
Oh.
I would have been in there cleaning. If I wasn't the person screaming and jumping from the grate, I would be the one I would be the equivalent of her running numbers would be me like, oh, we gotta clean up this glass. They just can't come in here with this glass all over the floor. That would have been me.
I don't want to leave a bad impression. So
Yeah.
Right.
let me
Okay.
just
So we
sweep that
lose
away.
her, and then
Yes.
the husband soon
Dramatic,
after, right?
like immediately after,
Like,
because
Yeah.
he drives
Oh!
the little like
It's on a scooter and runs
yeah, like a
it.
little
Yeah.
security cart and just guns ablazing. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a little space mutiny in that I think it's a floor cleaner, but I just love that he's like, "Arr." I'm like, you know what? That's emotion, and he's he takes him out with the power of love.
All I could
Yeah.
think
And
was the
a
steamroller from
washing.
Austin Powers. That's all I could
Oh,
think of.
Mhm.
14 turn.
Mhm.
But I do appreciate that the movie keeps switching up how they can take them out, even if
Yeah.
it's a little silly or they're always like showing different ways to destroy things, which I appreciate and find educational.
Again, we got 86 minutes. Show me how many different ways we can take these down.
So
Yeah.
into that 86 minutes, this was actually 20 minutes longer in its first cut.
What else
Yeah.
happened?
No,
I don't know.
The Blands come back at the end.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that would
they
be
open up a
fun. They just,
restaurant
like,
in the mall.
take all
Them
the
reading the
bodies.
newspaper just the next day.
Yeah, I mean they would take the bodies because that would just be a
Yeah.
waste of meat. And then no one knows what happened.
That's really what it was.
But that's where the first security guard went. The Blands took him.
Oh, they're like, what? Just like sirloin wasted? No.
They're in cahoots with the killer
a lot
robots.
Of meat laying around. Well, they did they not say in the beginning, like, oh, we could use that at our restaurant?
They did.
Yeah, they kick people out they don't like.
Yeah. Take them in the back. Okay, how many people do we have left now? We have our final couple, and that's it. Because then he gets like he throws like
yeah.
What was it?
Because he went
fire
after him
hydrant,
with
I
a
think?
fire extinguisher. Yeah, because I was like, oh, I have that fire extinguisher at my fireplace. Cute.
And he it's almost like he gets caught and chucked back at him.
Yeah.
It's just
then, like,
whap, and he's down.
Falls, hits his head. There's blood everywhere.
So you're like, oh no.
And you're like,
Oh no,
Ferdy.
she's alone. And then she gets into badass mode, which I love. She goes to the paint store and just instantly is like, here we go, chemicals.
Genius.
Takes all like the paint stripper. I'm like, good for. And she kept one of the little was it flares that they'd taken from the store. Just had it in her sweater the entire time because you never know.
Girl.
Yeah,
always be prepared.
Pops it out. Yeah, that's. Oh, so good. I also love that the robot literally just goes through like the glass front of the building. I mean the store just like nope.
Yeah, it was done playing games. It was just gonna play through, and that was that.
Full honey badger at this point.
And that thing blew up. You could tell they had multiple cameras. This is the big explosion. That store.
The one.
I don't know physics. I don't know chemistry. I don't know how possible that was. And that's fine. It blew up. It blew up real good.
Yeah. I was excited that they got to blow up the storefront. Yeah, it was great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's the lead paint. It's the lead paint. Maybe that's what it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was 80 something. That shit was not safe.
Everything was explosive, so
you probably ran your car on most of the house paint in that place.
It's another t-shirt.
Yeah.
In the 80s, everything was explosive.
Yeah, you could have a whole like letterboxed list of movies of just probably 80s films of just nonsense. Like
that would be a great list.
And then, oh no, if you thought, oh no, Ferdy's gone, we'll never have to hear the name Ferdy again. Wrong.
Joke's on us.
Was it a roll of toilet paper or something in the back of his head?
Yeah. Got the roll of toilet paper. I was like, I mean, okay, but this feels, there was a lot of blood on the floor. Yeah, I don't know that you would just be like, oops, like a Mentos commercial at the end. Where it's like he would have been like wiping it up with his head in the other hand. He's like, Mentos. Like,
I was taking a quick
it was a little too okay.
Yeah.
Head wound Harry from Saturday Night Live.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. But then Crane shot out on the brown walls of the mall, the 80s. And
see,
Ferdy and Allison hugging it out. Hugging it.
Hugging. Well, you know, they were
keeping it proper.
Yeah, it's going to take them a while.
Yeah. She's like, I may have just destroyed 3 killer robots, but give me a hug.
Yeah, I'm tender. I generally like Chopping Mall better than Phantom of the Mall. Yeah. But where Phantom of the Mall does have an extra point is they blew the mall up at the end.
Yeah.
And Chopping Mall, the mall's still there. There's little explosions, but not just a big the hell with the mall explosion.
Yeah. Like you won't be able to get like furniture or paint tomorrow, but like we're going to be open. Don't worry.
Yeah. Consumerism lives another day.
We're going to open like a little late, you know.
Yeah. We have to find a janitor to clean up the janitor.
Yeah. Bad news. We're going to need the B crew in.
Oh no, Victor's dead too.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go to the C or D crew at this point.
Yeah, because also like you guys did it. You killed the robots, but like the mall's still in like security lockdown, and the robots kind of like apparently took out everything else. So I don't even think you can make a phone call to like be like, "Hey, mom, I'm trapped in the mall, and there's like a lot of dead people. Can you pick me up? Bye."
Do you think
I'm gonna go find the Orange Julius.
We're
thinking the exact same thing. We're stuck in the mall. We killed the robots. We blew stuff up. I'm gonna be thirsty, and I'm gonna want that orange Julius.
They
I want
gotta be
orange
tired
Julius,
by
I
now.
want a hot Sam's pretzel, and that's what I'm
Yeah,
gonna do until this
I
show's
earned
over.
this. It's just me
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
food court going
Yeah.
ham.
I'm gonna hit up that great cookie company and go
Yeah.
nuts.
I'm
taking that
alive!
whole cookie
Yes.
cake and eating
Yeah.
it like a cookie.
Mhm.
Just-
Oh yeah.
Mrs.
Yeah.
Fields isn't gonna know what happened to her.
No.
This is part of what I deserve.
Absolutely.
I did. My cursory was their fan fiction,
Oh yes.
and there was one really short one that was very adorable, where it
I can't
was
believe
like
you found any.
That's impressive.
there was one that was actually for Chopping Mall, and it was basically an epilogue. So
Aw.
they sue them all, they date, they get therapy, and they're happy together.
Oh, someone just wanted to finish it. I like
Literally just a nice
love
little
it.
I
bow.
love
That's so
that.
And I didn't realize this because I only watched this movie this weekend for the first time, but I had read about it in a Stranger Things fan fiction. Where
Wait,
Rob,
it's in the same universe?
well, no, like
Oh.
it's like mentioned because it's like Robin works at a drive-in, so type thing. And they show it.
Oh, what a missed opportunity. That should
That
have
would've been
happened in the
amazing.
same world.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
I found one that was a Chopping Mall AU that was Cobra Kai like
Okay.
characters, but it was nobody I remembered. So
Fascinating.
That's
Yeah,
impressive.
so-
They took the B characters from Cobra Kai and put them in Shopping Mall.
they did because I love Cobra Kai.
That's fascinating. I like that idea.
great.
Like they need their own adventure. They deserve it. I'm putting them in that killer mall.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, oh, so KP, did martial arts work against the robots? Because we didn't see that.
They did like a quick I don't even know if they explained how they took out the robots. It was a short one. It was like 250 words. It was quick.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, no, I want to see them kicking the
Cobra
robot
Kai
faces.
works. Cobra Kai works. No mercy.
That's what I'm saying. No mercy versus Killbots.
You think Jean-Claude Van Damme couldn't do, a roundhouse kick to
Wow.
that thing's head and
Oh, it'd
fly
be
it
off.
right off?
He'd take
Yeah.
all three in one, and he'd be wearing jeans while doing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And his little tank top.
Yeah, and
Listen,
the crunchy mullet from Hard Target.
Oh,
It has to be that
yeah.
one, 100%.
It has to be.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If these killer bots were protecting the Roadhouse, Patrick Swayze could have taken them down.
Oh, yeah. Listen, you be nice until it's time not to be nice.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah.
Terry
Hey,
Funk
don't
was
hurt
the
the
robot
robots. Oh my god. Oh, do you think he can like grab the throat of a robot?
Ooh.
Well, now I
Won't
need to
rip
see
him.
this.
Oh, that was sweet.
Listen, I feel like we're just creating an entire universe
That's
for
what
the
we do.
Chopping Mall series
That's
at
how
this
this
point.
goes.
This is going to be outstanding.
At
See,
one
the
point, I
robots
think
go to
James
the
Wan was
bar,
supposed
they
to
get
remake
rowdy.
this.
Oh wait, what?
I think at one point James Wan was supposed to remake this.
Oh my god. I hope it's
Oh.
Malignant style, James Wan.
That
I would
would-
just want just
all of that.
nuts.
Allison is the killer robot in the end.
On
She's
her back, there's a robot.
like,
that
it
is
was
so
me the whole time.
Or maybe she's like an android cyborg. I always get those.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah. I don't-
Chopping
I
Mall
don't know
Little
the difference.
Wonder.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Vicky
Yeah.
and the little frilly dress.
And then
That
we
would be
did- yeah.
incredible.
Vicky versus Megan.
That's what I'm saying. KP, this
I
is
would pay
super
money
important.
for that. I would pay
Look
money
up
for
look
that.
up fanfic. See if anyone has taken Megan and put her with Vicky from Small Wonder. This
Okay,
is
I'm
so
looking at-
important.
I'm looking right now. Hold
They
on.
go
let's
to
see.
the toy store and
And it's
pick up
like,
a
my
Chucky
missing-
doll.
My missing sister. That's the one thing I needed to be complete. A family.
Okay, so there's no that. Okay, there's only
Oh.
42 stories for Megan. There's a black phone.
Uh,
Let's see.
maybe the problem is people in our age range are
I
not
have-
writing Megan fanfic.
I have
true.
questions.
We
I
gotta
have
get on it.
I have
apparently.
questions of what else
Oh.
is in here. There's
Wait,
a
wait, oh,
South
yeah.
Park because like you can AO3. God bless you.
God
It's more like-
okay. Okay.
All right, so I searched up Megan, right, as the fandom, and then we've got other fandoms, right, that can be tagged. We've got 2 South Park, We've got Amazing World of Gumball. Why are you trying to torture them?
That's
You've got
Kids cartoon.
Five Nights at Freddy's. I could see.
yeah.
I
That
could
makes sense.
see.
Oh,
That makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Undertale, Bendy and the Ink Machine, and
Creepy stuff.
Cuphead, and then
Cre-
Doki
creepy
Doki
stuff.
Literature Club. That spooked
That
me
makes
out.
that makes sense. Okay.
Those all make sense.
Yes.
I can't believe we're getting a Five Nights at Freddy's actual movie, considering we've gotten 2 or
Yes.
3 not like we got the Banana Splits one and we got the Willy's
Yeah.
Wonderland one. Like all the fake ones were made before they finally were like, hey, we should do a real one, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Should we finally get around to that? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, guys.
With PETA from Hunger Games.
He does good work. I'm excited for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I nothing but the best. Josh Hutcherson. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was.
Hutcherson,
Yep.
yes.
I had to go. Yeah, I was like, I had to see it in my head and
Yep.
then read it out.
Yeah.
Though,
Yes.
I mean, I do wish that just Nick Cage would just come back into the actual universe because that was the best and perhaps the only part of Willy's Wonderland was watching Nick Cage beat up animatronics and then just go right back to doing janitor stuff. Truly, without saying a word. Yeah.
God bless Nick Cage.
I think that might have been art. Just that part of the film. Just that part of the film is kind of like a poem about Nick Cage.
I feel like
pure distillation.
that'll be the video clip for his in memoriam when the time comes.
And I'd be like, fair. Look at
And I'm gonna
him
be like,
playing that pinball
makes
machine,
sense.
really getting into it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That movie
Completely
gave
logical.
me that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much joy. I don't know why that brings me so much joy, but it does.
It's so good. Oh, it's outstanding.
Should we take a moment to talk about Jim Wynorski?
Do it. Go for it, Matt. I know you have you have information in front of you. I can tell you did the research, and I want to know.
I did the research only insofar as I'm looking at IMDb.
That's research. That counts.
But
Yeah.
I feel like because we've kind of talked about him being the guy with Corman and all that. He has had a weird career. He's worked.
I did take a list of his look at his movie list. Huh.
Yeah, there's a lot happening there, huh?
There's a lot happening there.
So, yeah, the whole thing with him is that he is dedicated to the B movie, the exploitation movie. So he made Chopping Mall, obviously. He made Big Bad Mama 2. He made Not of This Earth with Tracy Lords. The Swamp Thing sequel with Heather Locklear.
Yeah, the Swamp Thing sequel.
Yeah, you didn't even know that was going to happen, but it happened. Hard Bounty with Kelly LeBrock. And this is where he starts to get into these like the suddenly hip genre of erotic thriller that has come back now.
To dove in hard.
Yeah, so it's like Hard Bounty,
Face
Points of
first.
seduction. Yeah, exactly. The late night Cinemax films that he got really into for a while.
Yeah.
And then he got off of those.
We're adults.
And then started making sci-fi movies. So he made Gargoyle, Curse of the Komodo, Project Viper, Cry of the Winged Serpent, like a bunch of that weird stuff. He also did a bunch of the weird Cinemax parody film stuff, like let's see,
Adult films.
yeah, Attack of the 50-Foot Cam Girl. Let's see, Scared Topless. He did that in his other his numb.
What's the Blair Witch one? Is it the Blair Wench?
Bear Wench, yes. I think
Bear Wench Project. My mistake. And he did
3
2 of
of
those.
those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 or 3 of them.
Wow.
Well, that's a rich vein to mine.
So
Yeah.
I can't decide which one of these is my favorite because there's 2 that are very, very good. It's either The Hills Have Thighs.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What a horrible movie to parody.
There's maybe a third.
What a
So
great
I'm going to
name.
go with The Hills Have Thighs. Cleavage Field is another one that he made.
Cleavage.
I
Is
could see
it-
that going in the monster, territory.
Mhm.
I just see a giant boobs from space. It's crashing down, and then it's just all cam footage.
These are all made under the name Harold
Amazing.
Blueberry.
Harold
He couldn't escape it. IMDb got him.
House on Hooter Hill.
Wait, what was it?
House on Hooter Hill.
That one had me in tears yesterday.
That's damn good.
That's almost innocent and adorable.
Yeah, that's
Hooter.
like kind of cute.
And finally, my favorite one, The Devil Wears Nada.
Yeah.
Okay, that's genuinely clever.
Ah.
Like, okay.
So shout out to Jim
Bravo.
Wynorski
Well done, Harold
With his-
Blueberry.
with his finger on the pulse and other places, chasing after what's hip in the B movie world, from monster
Hooter
flicks
Hill.
to robot flicks to
Yeah.
softcore porn.
I
He did it
appreciate
all.
though that like it's all like segmented. He's like, I'm
Yeah.
doing this,
Yeah.
now I'm moving on to
Yeah.
this, now I'm moving on to this. now
Yeah.
I'm moving on to this.
Professional. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I know. He's like, I gotta build out my resume
Round it out.
with Hooter Hill.
Hooter.
It's amazing if you look at it chronologically. That's exactly what he does. So he made Sorority House Massacre 2, 976 Evil 2, and then Scream Queen Hot Tub Party, Munchie, which was the debut of Jennifer Love Hewitt, and then he went in and started making like the erotic thrillers, and then he just went, fuck the thriller thing. I'm just gonna go for the erotic piece.
The thriller involves more writing.
Yeah, there's
Yeah. He's like, I don't want to have to figure out a plot twist
No.
or a
Yeah.
plot.
Or plot. That's right. Put those Hooters on a hill.
Yeah.
There was the quote that I saw from him, and he's like, breasts are the best special effect. And I'm like, oh, Jesus.
I mean, I gotta be honest. I wish I could like argue with that, but like boobs are great, right?
Are the best special effect.
Yeah. So shout out to Jim Wynorski.
I don't want
To
to think
him,
on
they
that
are
too
magic.
hard.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like so he thinks I don't know if he thinks they exist here. It's only in movies. Boobs
No,
only
it's
exist in
just
movies,
everywhere.
everybody. I hate to but there's no real boobs.
We've been duped.
Not a one. Sometimes they're
one.
animatronic, sometimes they're claymation, sometimes they're AI, which is terrifying, but not a boob exists.
Wait a second. I just found something at the top of
Oh, you
his
cracked
list,
this case
Oh
open.
my god,
his,
no.
his newest film. It's called Killbots. When a sentient female robot goes on a berserk killing spree, a group of young people fight for their lives while the mad scientist created her try to stop the slaughter.
Okay, but why is it not called Kill Boob?
It should be.
Mm,
But the original title for this was Killbot. So
Yeah.
he's coming full
He
circle.
didn't want to waste it. He knew what was
Yeah.
Chopping Mall missing.
More breasts. As
More
if we didn't have that
breasts. Yeah.
whole marathon section starting with the
Yeah.
security guard right on through.
Because special effects weren't good enough yet. He had to wait to
mm,
that Jurassic Park
I mean-
moment when the special effects
Yeah,
would be real enough for more boobs.
yeah. That shot of
Da-da-da-da-da.
Alan taking off his sunglasses, he had the same moment
That
where
was
he
it.
was like, but boobs.
He's done
He's
it.
been on a crash course
God,
to
we
kill
were
bots.
focused. We were focused for pretty long there, and
We-
then
Yeah,
We got
And then
to
we
the
just-
movie.
yeah,
we did a speed run through the movie. We hit all
We
the good points.
we
And then
described an entire 86-minute movie.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
we needed to experience the house on
then-
Hooter Hill. We needed that.
And then we punched out, and then as always, you guys let me
Off
talk
the
for 10 minutes,
rails.
and when that happened, it went off the rails. This is
Man,
why I
that's
love being the
you
host
are
of this
integral
show.
to this. I had lived my whole life not knowing about the house on Hooter Hill.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't stop thinking about it now. Like,
Right? Like, it's just
I'm
in my
excited.
head now.
Our group watch list just got so
Yeah.
much longer.
It's like someday I'm gonna see that house and I'm gonna climb that hill.
I feel like, oh, good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you just imagine like the main character like getting up to like giant double wooden doors on like a big old house up on a haunted hill, and then they're like, well, look at those knockers. clank, clank to like get in.
I will guarantee you that's a better opening line than whatever's in the film.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Now my brain is thinking of the Shakira song "Whenever, Wherever." Like,
That's at the end when they pan out and we see
it's
that
an
the hill
instrumental.
was a big
Yeah.
hooter. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the secret the whole time. You were there the whole time.
It's
like
drone
the
shot
NBA.
above. It's like the final scenes on the roof, and as they drone up, you're just like, oh,
Now
it's
it's
all
just the nipples.
boobs.
The big Johnny
We're
Lee
at
crane
just-
shot.
They keep going out, and it's just the whole planet is just covered in boobs. Just
That's a crane shot. That's a helicopter shot.
Yeah,
Oh
baby.
yes. Oh yeah. That's a good use of drones.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I like that we tuckered ourselves out.
That's what we needed to do.
We're
Get
like,
in a
wow.
little silly, goofy mood.
Yeah.
we need a breather after that.
So,
Oh my god, that's amazing.
We're not editing any of this. This is all in the episode, everybody.
It's all
You're
gold.
welcome.
since
Thank
we
God
started
we're
doing
live.
this on Twitch. We don't edit anything anymore. It goes
Yeah.
right up like this.
Twitch
Madness.
keeps us honest.
It's true. We're
Yep.
Yeah, thanks Twitch.
inside of 56 minutes. We've gone through the whole thing.
Slam dunk.
We're about to go
Bam.
through our spiel. Thank you very much to
Nailed
Jim
it.
Wynorski for inspiring so many films that I'm sure we've seen either publicly
Oh,
or
yeah.
surreptitiously.
Yeah. I also have to give a shout out to the fantastic score to this film that I love so much
You bought the
that I
box.
have it on vinyl.
What? Okay,
But look
there's
at
our twist ending. Holy
Look at
shit.
this album cover art.
That rules.
man
This is a
Mannequins, I love it.
Waxworks
That's really good. Oh shoot.
release.
with the exploded head.
But look at the back with
That
the killer
rules.
lipstick. But it's a finger.
How dare they go that hard?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
But look at the vinyl.
Ah,
Oh,
what's better
damn it.
vinyl?
That's so
It's so
cool.
That rules.
I love it.
It's
Yeah.
half blood red, and the other one is just white with blood spatter. It's awesome.
It's hard to tell on camera. It's actually a disgusting shade of green. It looks like
Oh, is it?
it's a really gross shade of green.
Wow. It looked red.
I'm guessing it's green and red. It's gross. But then it's got like art inside with our little robot friends.
What?
That's awesome.
Oh my god, I love that. I love that the movie has become to the point where someone would put that time and effort into
Yeah.
a soundtrack release on
Right.
vinyl with original art. That's
So Waxworks Records, if you're looking to sponsor a podcast,
Yeah, there we go.
let us know. Because I have a lot more of your vinyl that we could show on other
There-
episodes.
great. Well, we'll give like a little wink, like
Did the movie still
That'll
work
do
if
it.
The bots were
Mhm.
humanoids with hands. Interesting.
oh my god, that's the creepiest. That's so creepy.
You know what their head
Little
reminded
hands
me
like this.
of when I first saw them? Alpha 5 from the Power Rangers.
Yes.
So I could see like that, the next version's like a little
Oh.
Alpha 5 running
Yeah.
around trying to murder people
Yeah.
with he had little claw hands.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
The humanoids with hands are almost like the Autons from Doctor Who. So, yeah, I guess that would be pretty creepy.
Well, let's just say that folks were lucky they did, and we might not have survivors if they had the ability to open shit.
Open stuff or go
Like a
upstairs.
Cinch.
raptor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah, it's that.
That's good. Yeah.
Raptor bots.
that's the
Ah.
next Jurassic Park. They're all animatronic.
Yeah, and they're like, oh god, we went back to the beginning. Just
Ooh.
take the skin off.
Yeah.
So they're all animatronic, and at the end, they get into a fight to the death with the Hall presidents.
Oh,
I'd pay to
Universal
see
Disney
that.
crossover. Yes.
Let's make
Yes.
this happen.
Okay, one, we got to break into both parks, and two, we got to get some camera equipment.
Okay. I mean,
And then three,
camera
we just have
equipment,
to-
I feel like we could take
Yeah.
care of.
And then I
Yeah.
think we have to start just seeding the idea to the animatronics. Like we'll just go on the Jurassic Park ride a lot and just
Oh,
go.
yeah.
You know what I heard? I heard Abraham Lincoln said that T-Rexes suck, and then just
Yeah.
do that 20 or 30 times. Just get it in there. Get it in
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
So the
Martin
descent.
Van Buren doesn't believe in the dinosaur
Evolution.
theory.
Yeah.
I believe
Dinosaurs are
that
like,
Martin
"Damn you, Van
Buren, he's ripping
Buren."
shit.
Oh man.
You should see what Glover Cleveland had to say about you guys. Ooh. You leaf eaters.
Wow.
Who goes after brontosauruses?
Man,
This
we're
is
gonna-
I mean, listen.
with these kind of slurs, we're gonna have to end the stream.
We've
yeah.
watched
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
so many cinematic universes tonight.
About to
I'm,
get in trouble. Yeah.
I'm excited.
So, yeah, I guess this has been Choppy Mall. We have been your podcastronauts. Thank you for joining us on this ride through the mall, the Glendale, not Glendale, the Sherman Oaks. I always want to put it in Glendale.
Yeah.
I think I like the alliteration.
Okay.
Oh, the Glendale Galleria would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, it exists. It's a much nicer mall.
Oh, should we go film a film there? Okay. All right. So what we have to do is we have to get the animatronics
We'll get the
across
animatronics.
country.
Okay. Okay.
It's all right because Universal City Walk is still far, but not that far. So we.
Oh,
make
you're
this
right. They
work.
have it in California. For some reason,
Yeah.
I'm deciding to
You
take the Florida
Yeah,
ones
we don't
across
have to take
country.
the Florida one.
It is
Okay.
not safe for, I don't think, any of us to go there. So
Yeah,
we
no,
will
no.
have to go to the California
Yes.
one.
Yeah, we're still
KP,
allowed
correct.
in
If we're going to
California.
create mayhem, we have to do it safely for us.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to come play games with animatronics, I'm setting ourselves up for failure here. This is a giant lie. If you want to come play with animatronics, come to the Anomaly Film Festival,
Yeah.
November 8th through the 12th.
We at least have
Magnus,
skeletons.
quick! Invent an animatronic Magnus. You have to save us. You have till November.
You have 4 months to figure this out. We'll have something.
No pressure. Hope you're listening.
We'll-
It's just me with the all Magnus needs to make is the robot head, like we
Yeah.
said for some of the shots.
True.
perfect.
The audience won't know the difference. I'm probably about as tall as those things.
A couple cardboard
Put you in a
boxes,
wheelchair.
Yeah.
Roll you
Just
around.
roll you down.
Zip
There
it
we
around,
go.
It'll be great.
We solved it.
There we go.
Wait, what were we talking
Oh,
about?
so
That film
anyway.
festival?
We definitely have an animatronic at the film festival this year, November 8th through the 12th.
Yes.
2023. Please don't buy your pass or ticket based on the fact that there'll be an animatronic, but please do buy them on the fact that there will be some fantastic films. We are going through with a fine-tooth comb to find the best in independent genre cinema to bring it to your eye holes, and it will happen again for the 5th time
Yes.
this November. It's at the Little Theater, Rochester, New York, anomalyfilmfest.com. By the time you're hearing this, you should be able to buy your pass along with some limited edition merchandise. They are cool t-shirts. There's a hoodie.
Yeah. Stay warm.
Stay warm. It's the most requested merchandise item we have is a hoodie. It's going to be a nice zip up. I can't wait to get my hands on one, and I'm sure you can either. Check it all out, anomalyfilmfest.com. Until next time, my name is Matt. We've got Megan, Dan, and KP, the podcastronauts, and thanks for joining us. We'll see
Thank you.
See you at the festival.
Bye.
This has been a presentation of the Lunchador Podcast Network.